Hello everyone, Miss Kim here. Today I'm going to read another one of my favorite books. There's a whole series of these books, and you'll be able to tell by my book it's very worn. I used to read this with my children all the time when they were younger. The book we're going to read is Froggy Gets Dressed. There's the title, Froggy Gets Dressed. And there's all kinds of Froggy books out there. We'll do more. The book is written by, the author is Jonathan London, and the illustrator is Frank Remkewitz. Frank Remkewitz. Froggy Gets Dressed. It was cold. Froggy woke up and looked out the window. Snow, snow, he sang. I want to play in the snow. We don't have any snow right now, but he's excited to get outside. Go back to sleep, Froggy, said his mother. Don't you know, frogs are supposed to sleep all winter. Wake up when the snow melts. Looks like we got Mommy, Daddy Frog, and then there's Froggy. He does not want to sleep. No, no, cried Froggy. I'm awake, awake. I want to go out and play in the snow. So Froggy put on his socks, zoop, pulled on his boots, zup, put on his hat, zap, tied on his scarf, zwit, tugged on his mittens, zum, and flopped out into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. There he is, putting on his clothes. Although he seems to be missing some things. He doesn't look like he'd be very warm. What are some things he's missing? Let's see what happens. Froggy, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Whoops, cried Froggy. I forgot to put on my pants. So he flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flopped. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat, pulled off his boots, he left his socks on, and slipped his pants on. Zip! There he is. He had to take a bunch of stuff off to put more stuff on. Then he pulled on his boots. Zup! He put on his hat. Zap! He tied on his scarf. Zwit! And tugged on his mittens. Zoom! And flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. I think he's still missing something. Froggy, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. Oops, he cried. I forgot to put on my shirt. And your coat, added his mother. I think he needs a shirt and coat outside. So he flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. Tugged off his mittens, untied his scarf, took off his hat. He left his pants, boots, and socks on, and buttoned up his shirt. Zut, zut, zut. Then he snapped on his coat. Snap. Put on his hat. Zap. Tied on his scarf. Zwit. Tugged on his mittens. Zum, and flopped back outside into the snow. Flop, flop, flop. That's a lot of work just to go outside and play. Froggy, called his mother. What? Yelled Froggy. Did you forget to put something on? Froggy looked down. He had on his mittens. He had on his scarf. He had on his coat. He had on his shirt. He had on his pants. He had on his boots. He had on his socks, and he reached up. Yep, he had on his hat. What could he be missing? I don't know what he's missing. Any ideas? Your underwear, his mother laughed. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. He forgot his underwear. Look at his friends are back here making a snowman, and they're laughing too. Actually, it looks like a snow bear. It's got little ears. So he flopped back inside. Flop, flop, flop. tugged off his mitten, untied his scarf, unsnapped his coat, unbuttoned his shirt, unzipped his pants, pulled off his boots, took off his socks. He left his hat on and slipped his long johns on, and with a zap of elastic, there's his underwear. They're called long johns. If you live in a real cold place, a lot of people wear these, and it covers your whole body underneath your clothes to keep you extra warm. I used to have to wear those when we would go outside in Michigan sometimes. Then he put on one sock. Zoop. He pulled on one boot. Zup. Tugged on one mitten. Zoom. Started to tug on the other. Uh-oh. What's happening? Uh-oh. And let it drop. And he said, I'm too tired. And went back to sleep. Zzz. Good night, Froggy. All right, so those books are really fun, and there's lots of repetition in them, which is always good for children. That helps them that's their first step in reading. They can start reading the pictures and tell what's going to happen next. So encourage them as you're reading it to see if they can guess what's going to happen. Always, another activity is encourage independence. When you are getting dressed, regardless if it's for cold weather or warm weather, encourage them to button their own coats, snap their own pants, pull on their own socks, try tying their shoes or Velcroing them. Building this independence will be crucial when they do start 5K next year. And it also helps build those muscle skills that are needed for many other activities and builds their self-esteem. Another activity you can do from this is make lists. You can encourage them to make lists of what do they need to dress, what do they need each day to dress themselves. When it's cold, when it's hot, when you're going to the beach, maybe what supplies you need in your backpack. Any kind of list writing is something kids enjoy, and it's something they're going to see you doing from time to time too. So model that behavior with them and encourage them to do lists right beside you. I hope you enjoyed this book, and take care. We'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.